welcome to this longer inner summer practice for your ovulatory phase, where we build on our inner fire through breathwork as we bring more movement into our spine and hips. I'm going to teach you how to do this with breath and props. You will need 2 blocks for this practice, and I will see you on the mat in traditional Tadasana. So coming to stand at the top of your mat, let's just take those arms out away from the body and really extend those fingers away from you. Drop the chin towards the chest and just draw those shoulder blades back. Let's just check in with our body. So pressing all 4 corners of your feet into the mat. Maybe lift the kneecaps up. Drawing those kneecaps will give a little bit of a lift in the legs. And then draw the belly in, tilt the pelvis slightly forward. Ignite the energy in your legs. So we're going to really switch everything on here to really get that energy and that fire moving through your body, your chi. Bringing your energy during this phase. So let's do controlled breaths whilst we're in this posture. Really active with those fingers, drawing those fingers down, pressing the feet in and your shoulders back. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale and exhale the breath. And just bring the head up. Take the palms either side of your legs. Draw those shoulders back, and on an inhale, bring the arms up, palms together, and look up. On your exhale, come all the way back down. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, look up, and exhale, down. As you inhale, draw the belly in, shoulders down. And as you exhale, plant those feet deeper into the ground. Let's breathe in. And on your exhale, bend the knees and come all the way forward into your forward fold. If you can't get your fingertips to the ground, that's what your blocks are for. So plant the hands or the fingertips onto your blocks and let the head hang heavy. Keep those knees bent so that we are encouraging a nice stretch in the spine. Draw the belly in towards the back of the spine. Couple of more breaths here. Maybe let the head hang heavier. And then really bend those legs, and on an inhale, draw yourself all the way up. Look up, palms together, coming down into your heart center. And then we'll take the palms either side of our legs again, and let's do that a few more times with controlled breath. Breathing in, look up, exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms. Drop the head. Inhale, coming up, palms together, look up, palms coming down into your chest on your exhale. Inhale, look up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up, exhale, comes into your heart center. And let's just stay in Tadasana just for a moment. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the belly moving in and moving out with your breath. the ideal opportunity of the month to be igniting that belly, just gently, no force. And then let's bring the arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. If you want to keep your hands on the bricks, by all means do so. Step yourself back into downward facing dog. Either keep the knees bent or straightened. Drop the head. Breathe here. So lifting your pelvis up, pressing your heels back into the mat. One more breath. Inhale, look forward. Step towards your bricks. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into a flat back and look down. Shoulders back. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up with your arms coming back into your prayer. Let's do that a few more times with controlled breath. Breathing in, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into downward facing dog. And breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale, look forward, step to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press the feet into your mat as you come all the way up, palms together into your prayer, back into Tadasana. And again, inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms and step back into downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, press the hands into the ground. And on your exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, look forward and step to the front of your mat. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms. And then inhale, bringing yourself all the way up. Palms together, coming back into Tadasana. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms and step yourself back into downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, look forward and step to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press yourself all the way up, palms together into your heart center, coming back into Tadasana. Just take a moment here. Maybe close the eyes. Maybe come back to that active Tadasana. And then from here, let's just forward fold and come down to sit on your knees, coming back onto your heels. We're going from here, we're going to use both blocks. So we're going to turn to the left first. So what I invite you to do is use one of the blocks to sit on. So it raises you up higher. So just play around with how that feels best for you. For me, I've got it on the top of the heels. So my buttocks are just on the edge. And then you want to take the other block on the short side, just behind you. And you're going to place your left hand on the top of that brick. And then from here, what you want to do is twist to the left. So just take this right hand on the outside of your left thigh, draw yourself up and take yourself over to the left. And if it's too much for the head to go, leave the head in front, get it over to the side, or you can start to see if you can take it or your gaze behind your left shoulder. So just let's do 3 breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring yourself all the way around. Bring your block with you. Put that block to the right of your right foot. And let's just take a moment just to check in, just to let that energy become part of you. Twists are so good for detoxing the body, and let's do the other side. So taking your right hand behind you on the block, and then take your left hand on the outside of your right thigh. Draw yourself up before you twist, and then bring that right shoulder behind you and your left shoulder forward. Right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. And then start your breath. Breathing in and breathing out as you deepen the twist. 2 more breaths. On your exhale, just bring yourself all the way back to center, and let's just remove that block now. Come down to sit on your heels, and let's take those palms facing up. Maybe close the eyes and just notice, how do you feel? Where did you feel any tension? Where can you let go more of when you repeat this practice? So let's come into tabletop now. So knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Tuck the toes and really extend those fingers wide, pressing all of your 10 toes into the mat and all of your 10 fingers. And let's start to move that spine. So breathing in, drop the belly and look up. And on an exhale, let's round the back and drop the head. So inhale, coming through, look up. Exhale, round the back, pressing the heel of your hands into the ground. So I want you to just be a little fluid with this posture, going inwards with this practice today, with this posture. So if you want to stop and pause, maybe with the hips from side to side, maybe circling them, by all means do so. You might want to stop and press shoulder blades apart in your cat. Or you might be looking for a little bit more release in that pelvic area coming through into cow. So do this with controlled breathing. Don't forget about your breath. So you're breathing in and breathing out and drawing that belly in, noticing how that feels. And draw that belly, navel to spine, igniting that fire. Well done. Let's just come back to sit on the heels for a moment, just to release any tension in the wrists. Then we're going to come into our next pose. So just bring your right foot to the right of your mat with your palms on the mat next to it on the inside. And let's just come back and forward in that right hip. Just getting some energy moving into that hip. Opening up the heart meridian. Learning to love yourself in such a beautiful way to heal. So let's bring that foot now into the middle of the mat. Slide that left foot back. Bring the palms up onto your front right knee. And then start to shuffle that right foot forward slightly. And then bring that knee over the right ankle. Let the drop of the hips come down. So you're really allowing those hips to sink. Keep the hands on your knees or let them drop and let them be heavy and let those hips be really heavy. So 3 controlled breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. And when you exhale next, plant the palms down and just bring that foot all the way back. And then come back to sit on the mat again. Palms down on your thighs. And let's just take a moment just to connect with the chi. Just feel that energy moving around your body. And then we'll do the other side. So we'll do the left side now. So bring the left foot to the left side of your yoga mat. Plant the palms down and let's just draw that left hip back and forward, getting some movement in the left hip. And then let's just lift that right leg further back slightly, bringing your left foot into the middle of your mat and then coming up onto your left knee, tracking that knee over the ankle, but you want a longer line. So let's inch that left foot forward and then let's sink down. So the hips coming down. Really feeling that nice stretch in the glutes, in the hip, which is where all of that stagnation sits. Hence why we get pain during our menstrual phase. We're doing this to help us set up for our luteal phase, our inner autumn, so that we can progress towards a restful menstrual phase. Maybe taking the arms away, really allowing everything to be really heavy. Connecting that fire in the belly. Well done. Plant the palms. and just bring that leg all the way back, coming back to sit on your heels again. So just let that wash over you, let that resonate with the heart meridian and within the hips, releasing that stagnation, learning to be outward, learning to connect with your heart. Connect with your heart chakra, which is located in the middle of the chest. So just to help us to heal, just to connect with who we are, our next posture is a yogi squat. So if you are new to yogi squat, you might want your 2 blocks on top of each other. Then bring one foot to the outside of the 2 blocks. Press your hands in and bring the other foot to the outside of your 2 blocks. And then come down to sit on your blocks, but you might want to push them back a little bit. So we're just underneath your seat. And then we're going to start to open out the hips. So taking your elbows on the inside of your knees, palms together in prayer, and then you're going to use those elbows to push your knees out and really start to push your feet into the mat too. So breathe in, draw yourself up, and try not to dump down into those bricks. If this isn't working for you, you could take the bricks out. And if you can't get your heels down, you could pop your heels on the edge of each brick and then come down. So there's options there for you. If you're struggling with your heels, there's just not landing right, just to get a nice stretch in the hips. So just take a couple of more breaths in whichever posture you've decided. And release the palms. Just bring yourself up, remove any props if you're using them, and then just bring yourself back down onto your knees, coming back onto your heels, seated posture. Palms facing up. Just start to close the eyes, maybe drop the chin to the chest. Notice how you feel. Allow the energy to wash over you, feeling any tingling sensation in the body. And just take this time just to notice where that feeling is. And I leave you here with a little bit of music where you can just sit and reflect. And I'll see you on the mat in the next practice. Namaste.